Okay, today we will see exception handling in Java. So, exception handling is the problem that arises during the execution of a program. So, there are number of types of exception that arises. For example, one is user entered invalid inputs, file not found exception. It means what you want to read any file, you are passing the name of the file, but that file does not exist, that is file not found, then divide by 0, and then array index out of bound. These are the some exception that can be occurred while executing the program. Exception handling is a task to maintain normal flow of the program. Exception handling does not mean repairing an exception. It is rather defining alternative way to continue rest of the program normally. So JVM prints an exception in the following format, that is first name of the exception, description of the exception, and location of the exception. Then we'll see over here, suppose mhm, so consider, suppose we are not handle the exception, we are not handling the exception, just consider that is I equals to I divided by 0. Okay, so here exception will be occur, that is arithmetic exception. So I'll save this and I will execute this. So it will show us, I think it is try catch, only try catch. Okay, it is compiled. Now exception is occurred over here, that is exception in thread main java.lang arithmetic exception, that is divide by 0 at try catch main. So what is that? First it gives the name of the exception, uh, then description of the exception, that is what is the exception actually. Here is the name of the exception, that is arithmetic exception, that is in the lang package. And then description of the exception is what divide by 0 exception, and last one is at the location, that is try catch dot main, that is what try catch is the name of the class dot main. In main method we are getting this exception, so that is what location. So JVM prints exception in the following format, that is first name, then description, and then location of the exception. Then we'll see the exception hierarchy. So object is the main class which is extended or inherited by the throwable class. That throwable class contains two things, that is exception and error. Exceptions are again of type checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. Checked exceptions means compile time exceptions or IO input output exceptions, that is checked in exceptions. Unchecked exceptions are like runtime it is also called as a runtime exception or null pointer exceptions, or we can say array index out of bound, that is also unchecked exception. We'll see that. Then number format exception, that is unchecked exception. So for we'll consider one real-time example for checked and unchecked exception, that is what, when you are entering in a cinema hall, to enter the cinema hall we require the tickets, yes, that is what checked exception. Yes, and unchecked exception is what, but before entering in a cinema hall checker will check that tickets, that is what checked exception. But consider the cinema hall and there is a blast, that is what unchecked exceptions. Okay, so that is what not checked by the compilers. And then these errors are virtual machine error, assertion errors, that errors are at the compile time. that may be syntactic errors also, then also stack overflow errors that will be occur at the compile times. Okay, so this is hierarchy. So keep in mind, throwable is the main class. Object is actually main class. It is inherited by throwable, and again throwable derives two classes, that is in caps sorry, exceptions and errors. Okay, so we'll see that is checked exception is called as a compile time exception, unchecked exception that is runtime exception, and errors are syntactic errors or logical errors. Then unchecked exceptions, we'll see the unchecked one, that is unchecked exceptions are of number of types, that is here we are considering four things, that is arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, array index out of bound exception, number format exception. That is A is capital over here, E is capital for null pointer exception, and P and E is capital. Array index out of bound, that is A, I, O and B. All are capitals, and then N, F, E for number format exception. These are the capitals in capital letters. Okay, so we'll see these exceptions. First of all, we'll see the demonstration of this one. So first is uh, arithmetic exceptions. That is, arithmetic exception is what? It is divided by zero exception, that is considered as a arithmetic exception. Okay, then null pointer exception, it means what? If you are assigning one string to the null value and you are you want to print the length of that string, that is what null pointer exception. Then array index out of bound, that exception is what? Consider you are considering the array of 5 elements and you are assigning, that means what? Array of 5 elements, it means what? Its indexing started from 0 to 4, and at 6 index you are storing some value, that is what? Array index out of bound. And then number format exception, it means what? The string, here we are defining one string, that is string str equals to hello, and we are converting that string into integer, that is what? Number format exception, that is we are converting string hello into the integer. We can only convert, suppose we are writing that is in single quote 5, then we can convert this into the integer. We can consider this is a string and we can convert it into the integer, but we can't convert hello, a complete string, into the integer. So that is what? Number format exception. So we'll see this here. First one is arithmetic exception, so that is over here. Arithmetic exception, that is what? Divide by 0. So now mm, here is I am using try catch block. So now this is arithmetic exception over here. So how to write? In try block we can write where the exception, there may be chances to exception occur, that code may be, you can write into the try block, and the catch is what? We can handle that exception in a catch block. Okay, so here is divide by 10, it means what? It is arithmetic exception, so we can create the object E over here of the class arithmetic exception, and that we can write down whatever we want, that is here I am writing system.out.println E, and after the catch block we are writing some statement over here. So our execution will be like this, that is there will be exception that can be handled by this try catch block, and it will print that exception, what is that exception, and after that it will print this one also. Yes, so that is what? Java.lang.arithmetic exception, that is divide by 0 after try catch, means we have handled this exception and we are printing that exception, what is that? and after that this line is also executed. When we are not handling the exception at that time, rest of the code will be not executed, so we will not get this line. That is arithmetic exception, that is divide by 0. The next exception is what we are considering over here, null pointer exception. So null pointer is what we are assigning the string to the null. So here is null pointer exception, that is here we are assigning str equals to null and we are printing str dot length, and we are accepting this null pointer exception e, we are printing this one, and same way. So that will be over here we'll see. Okay, number format. Null pointer exception. So there is a null pointer exception java.lang null pointer exception, and after try catch, here I am writing this so it is executed. Okay, then another one is what we have seen, array index out of bound, that is here is array index out of bound. That means what, here we are declaring one array of 5, and it means what, it has some range that is from 0 to indexing from 0 to 4, but at 6 index we are trying to insert something or store something, so it will raise an exception, that is array index out of bounds exception. And so here this catch will catch this exception and it will print after try catch. So array index out of bounds exception. So here is the java.lang array index out of bounds exception, and index 6 out of bounds for the length of 5. That is what your exception after try catch. So it is printing this line after try catch. Then last one is what, number format exception. Number format exception is, sorry, this one is Java. Okay, so here we are storing in str hello, we are storing hello in str here, and also we are casting this str into integer values, that is integer dot parseInt str. So it will raise exception, that is number format exception. So it will print whatever the exception is, and then after that it will print after try catch. Okay. Number format exception. Okay, so that is java.lang number format exception for input string hello after try catch. And this is what unchecked exceptions. Then exception handling in Java, there are 5 keywords used in Java to handle the exception. Okay, so first one is try, catch, then finally throw and throws. So first, the try keyword is used to specify a block where we should place exception code, and the try block must be followed either by catch or finally. It means we can't use try block alone. Yes, this is what try block, that is where the exception will occur. That code we can write in a try block, and we can't write try alone. We have to either write it try catch, or we can write finally also over there. Okay, also you can write multiple catch in that. So another is what, catch block. So catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by try block, which means we can't use catch block alone, and it can be followed by finally block later. Okay, Then finally, the finally block is used to execute important code of the program. It is okay, it is executed whether an exception handled or not. Okay, this finally block is executed at any cost. When you are writing in your program that is finally block, then it is executed either exception is occurred or not occur. If you handle the exception or not handle the exception, this block will be executed. Okay, then throw, the throw keyword is used to throw the exception, and throws keyword is used to declare the exception. It doesn't throw any exception. It specifies that there may occur an exception in the method, and it is always used with the method signature. Also, okay, we'll see one by one the demonstration of try catch. Already we have seen try catch. That is, this one is your try catch. That is, here there may be chances to occur the exception. That is divided by zero exception, and this try is used with the catch also, that is followed by the catch. This is your try catch. Okay, after that we'll see mm, throw. Okay, here is the throw keyword. That throw keyword is used to this throw keyword is used to throw an exception. That is what here we are throwing the exception. Now here we are just putting one condition. If I is less than 18, then throw the exception, that is throw, and here we are using arithmetic exception. Okay, so through new is the keyword. This arithmetic exception is also one class. So to call the constructor of that class, we have to use again new. So through new arithmetic exception, and in that we are passing one string, that is, sorry, in that we are passing one string that is not valid number. When you are putting I is less than 16, then it will print that not valid number, else system.out.println. And in main method we are calling that method valid. This valid over here, static void valid, and in that we are passing the value of I, and then throw new arithmetic exception. So here we are calling this method valid 16. So after calling this method, control will goes over here, and if 16 is less than 18, it will be executed and it will throw the exception, that is not a valid number. Okay, no need to handle this exception. Also you can handle it, no need to handle this exception. So we'll see throw one java c dot java and java throw one. So an exception in thread main is arithmetic exception occurs, that is not valid number. Yes, and if you handle this by using try catch block, then it will execute this one also. Okay, that means here this valid you can put into the try, and also use catch block over here, then it will be executed. After that it is remaining finally. Okay, so now here is we are using try catch block, and also here this try catch is followed by finally. You can directly write whatever you want. Here just I am writing in finally. So your exception, it may handle or not handle, then and then also your then also your final block is executed. If you are handling this exception, then no issue. After catch, this finally will be executed. So we'll see that. That is, whatever the exception occurs, that exception over here, and after that it is printing in finally. So this final block is executed, okay, is executed every time. If you are not handling the exception, if you are handling the exception when you are writing this final block, then it will be executed. Okay. That is with the final. After that, last thing is, what is the difference between throw and throws keyword? That is, throw keyword is used to throw an exception. So we have seen that value of I is less than 18, then it will throw an exception. And throws is used to declare the exception. It does not throw an exception. It specifies that there may occur an exception in the method. It always used with the method signature. So now we'll see the throws keyword. So here in this code, it is valid method. There may be chances that value of I is less than 18, then it may throw an exception. So we can write throws arithmetic exception. So this throws keyword can be used after any method. You can use it with the any method, or also it may throws number of exceptions. So you can write like this: arithmetic exception, comma, null pointer exception, or it breaks out of bound exception, like this. So throws arithmetic exception. So whatever the value we are providing of I, so it will execute it. So you can use throws like this with the method, and throw keyword can be used like a object, and it can be used like used with the method. Okay. So it will throw an exception, and that exception is cached over here, and it will also print this rest of the code. Okay. It is java.lang. Arithmetic exception not valid number, that is we are passing 16, so not valid number, and rest of the code, that line, last line, is also printed over here. That is with the throws keyword. Now throw and throws, we'll see the difference between throw and throws. That is, throw keyword, the Java throw keyword is used to explicitly throw an exception. Okay. And Java throws keyword is used to declare an exception. That is what, there may be chances that exception will be occur, then you can use throws, and it is to declare there will be exception. So at that time you can use throw. Then checked exception cannot be propagated using throw only. Okay. So checked exception can be propagated with throws. Then throw is followed by an instance. That is what, when you are writing throw keyword, so we have seen that throw, then new name of the exception and parenthesis. That is what, it is followed by instance. We have to, it is just like the object, and throws is followed by the class. Then throw is used within a method, and throws is used with the method signature. Yes. Then here is that things over here, that is you are using throw is within the method, and throw is used with the method signature. Yes. Also it is just like the object, throw is just like the object, and it is just like the class. It means it is followed by the object or instance, and it is followed by the class. Then you cannot throw multiple exceptions but you can declare multiple exceptions, that is public void method, whatever the name, throws IO exception, SQL exception, again comma arithmetic exceptions. So you can declare multiple exceptions by using throws keyword, and by using throw keyword we can't not throw multiple exceptions. That is about exceptions, exception handling in Java. Okay, so whatever the exceptions we are writing, that is arithmetic, all exceptions are inside the throwable class. Okay, so keep this hierarchy which are inside the exceptions. Exception is also one main class, and in that exception class these all are inherited, and this exception is inside the throwable, and this throwable is inside the object. Okay, so that's all about the exception handling.